Picard wrote regarding the last show we did, where I talked about my dad every New Year's. He would put honey on my forehead in the shape of a cross,
Ugh.
garlic on his thumb that we had to suck off. In case it sounds like I'm being dramatic, we did just try to use our teeth after we learned we don't want the thumb on our lips. It would be that like garlic that he would mince it like so it's like watery and shit, and so you had to scrape it off the thumb. And I remember talking to my brother Ken about this, and he's like, "Well, it's a tradition thing," and I'm like, "From where? Google it."
I would like to ask if they had garlic in the Jesus times.
Well,
'Cause,
Picard wrote, honey on the forehead is a thing in Eastern Europe. Sometimes you dip garlic in the honey. Sucking garlic off your father's thumb is a new one. And then a bunch of people, barely half our listeners are from Eastern Europe, because they're also like, yeah, there's no such fucking thing.
I'll tell you
the
how.
ultimate kiss the ring. He became a priest. I think we all
Yes.
know this by now. So that you kiss the ring. Bowing in front of him was bowing in front of him, not to God. We know him by now. It was to my dad. You were kissing my dad's ring. Well, now he can't do that anymore. So what's another thing that he can symbolize that you're his bitch? Suck my thumb off.
I agree. If he could have made you guys kneel without somebody raising an eyebrow or thinking he went too
Yeah.
far, he would have absolutely done it. And if he could have made you kiss a ring, I think he knew where your mom's line was,
He would have had plans. He had a church in his basement, party of one, him. No one would go, and I think it would have been too much for my mom if he made us go. But I guarantee he had great plans of giving us the communion in our mouth and
Absolutely.
us thanking him, and we're thanking God, but again, we're thanking him, and that he would have came to that.
I could see him going, like, as he's giving you communion, making up that he says, with great power, and you guys go, comes great responsibility, Father. And you can only call him Father in that room.
Right.
And for the rest of the time, you can call him Dad or any variation of it.
Yeah, and there's 5 of us siblings, so naturally, somebody when this time comes around is going to be mad at my dad. But let's all grow up, Mallies. It's thumb sucking time. Picture you're pissed off and you got to suck off a thumb. Dad, you wouldn't let me go to this party. You never let me go anywhere. I know, but it's dinner time. Suck my thumb off.
But picture you're not pissed off. Now you got to suck your dad's thumb.
And I remember...
God, at least you weren't in Catholic school outfits at the same time. Oof.
That they tried, but garage sales didn't sell matching outfits.
He would make you probably, if he had money, he would make you wear a uniform that he made up that you all have to wear at the same time to go to his church.
Yes.
And that's why we don't have more of a congregation, because you need to have this outfit.
And he would, if we went to his church, he'd make us arrive early, meaning we'd be upstairs and he's like, get ready for church. Like, yeah, I'm ready. I'll just go down when you go down. You should be ready for the priest when he comes down.
Mimi Jerry's writing in, Dad, can I borrow the car? Dad starts to wipe his hands. Here we go, son. Disgusting.
He dips his whole hand in smashed garlic.
Ugh.
Let's talk. I remember being a kid, and he would go to, this is written in the Dad Emails books also, but he would go to wake us up when we were kids for school, 6:30 a.m. We didn't have alarm clocks. We jumped out of bed, it felt like, right before he was about to touch us. Now, I don't know anything else.
Meaning you woke up at that time, too.
I woke up no, don't touch. But I don't remember anything else sexually. I really don't think anything else sexually happened. But I didn't like this light touch so much. I was, ugh. Now, I know it sounds like I could be in denial, but there's nothing that makes me think, other than what I'm telling you now about thumb sucking and light touching, that there was something sexual. But why was I so skeeved out?
Well, I think why does a stranger's hand on your lap matter? Why does a massage on the shoulder matter? Why does it matter when somebody...
He would do that too. I hated that.
Why does it matter?
Buddies again. I get this shoulder rub.
disgusting. And he's the one who watched that don't sexually harass video, and they showed
Yeah.
a guy massaging a
Massaging a
woman's
secretary,
shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, why
Why
is
is that
that a
so
bad
bad?
thing?
Why is that so bad? And I'm like, because the show is telling you it's bad. Because it's a commercial that's only selling morality. It's not for the Church of Jesus Christ. It's not to sell you Coca-Cola. It's some lawsuit that companies lost, and then a company gets money to say, hey, guys at home, stop doing this creepy behavior. How about you sit down and think about it and explain it to me the next morning? Not right away go, I doubt it. I think it's a commercial. Obviously, it's horrible acting. The guy's a creep. He's drooling like Boss Hog. The secretary is moving around like, I really wish he wouldn't touch me and comment on my skirt. How can't you tell it's all bad because they're telling you it's bad?
This is really funny that you believe that he really thought that this wasn't bad. There
Yeah.
is no way. What he's doing is, I do that. And he knows it's a manipulation because he hated you and all of your siblings. So so when he touched you like that, it was not from love. It was from control and
Yeah.
dominance and fake that fake touching where it's like my boy, because
Yes.
that puts him in that. So none of that is good touching. Of
You're right.
course, he's looking at other good touching and going like, people need to get over it when you're trying to manipulate them and disguising it with love. So that's what he's really saying. He's not going like, I don't see. He's not stupid in that way. He's a dumb
Right.
fuck, thank God, because then
He'd be
otherwise
dangerous.
he'd be like so much more dangerous.
Yeah, he did. He did do that kind of touching, like my boy, and I like on the shoulder. It's like we're not getting along.
How did I
Not
know that?
fighting, but we're not getting along. And so even when that time I didn't see my mom because he was going to be there, and some of the siblings were like, "Come on, it's mom." Well, she doesn't even know we're here. Quite frankly, she has dementia. So I'm not gonna let her see my dad after we had all these email adventures. Put my hand on my shoulder, and I'm gonna take it like I am his boy. No, I'll be like, we're adults now. Get the fuck off me. Do you want me to say that in front of mom?
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, of course he
He
does.
knows that's not real affection.